All right, welcome back, everyone. It's part 7, I believe, of our series here. There's a lot of things I want to do. The first thing I want to change is right here. We're going to just change the numbers to the actual stage number because that's how it should work. Now let's run it, and it should still work properly. Boom, boom, boom. All right, awesome. It still works. Next thing I'm going to do is in our plant, I'm actually going to change the plant from change type. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to, we're not going to do anything here. We're going to change type to area 2D. And then I'm going to add a collision, of course, because that's what I need to do. And then I'm going to change this, extend to area 2D. There we go. So it doesn't error. And then in our collision, we're going to need to give it a collision box. We'll give it a little circle here. Awesome. And then we're going to create a new thing. Whoops. And this is going to be called dirt. So last video, we set up the tile map for the dirt. However, in this video, we're going to set up something a bit different for now, just so we kind of get used to it, I suppose. So we're going to have a area 2D collision, and then we're going to zoom in, and we're going to drag our dirt tile. I'm going to center it, put it in our area 2D. And I'm going to call this dirt. I'm going to save it in our, not tile map, I'm going to save it in here in our plants. Ooh, it already exists. I'll say plot of dirt. There we go. What is this? Oh, that's the, wait, dirt, wait. Okay, wait, plant, dirt. Okay, let's delete this. I don't know what that is. It's just a duplicate, I suppose. I think I just did that. I'm actually kind of stupid. Plot of dirt, go into that. Give it a collision shape. We will give it its little square. And in here, it's going to be very simple. Essentially, we're going to go into our world. We're going to add our plot of dirt anywhere. I'll turn on snap grid. And in our plot of dirt, we will go into the node. And okay, so here's an introduction to mouse play, I suppose. We have collision object 2D, and there's a bunch of things here. And we're going to do input event and connect it to world for now, just to test. And what we can do is copy this over, copy paste it, and delete this. One more thing. So, okay, so this is very important. You cannot skip this. In our water, you have to go into the mouse and ignore. The reason being because this is going to be in front of everything else, and I can no longer click anything. Like, it won't do anything for me. Okay, so let's try it. I can no longer spawn things unless it's on top of the plot of dirt. Awesome. So it must be on the plot of dirt. Obviously, I can still make a bunch, but that's okay. Now what I can do is I can go into my plot of dirt and add a script to it. And it's not going to be built in. It's just going to be plot of dirt. And we'll have a variable called as seed. And we'll say equals false. And then in our world, we'll go here, and then we'll do if get node. What we can do actually instead is we'll take this, we'll actually take all of this and delete it. We're going to disconnect this guy. We're going to go into our dirt, and we're going to copy paste it here. And we're going to put this above that. And then we'll say if self dot has seed. Actually, we don't have to do self, but it has seed. If it's equal to true, then we do it, which is wrong. We want to make sure it's false. And so once we've added it, we also want to do equals true, right? So now I can only add 1. Or I can add none for some reason. Let's see here. This might be a problem. Boom, boom, boom. Is action spawned? Okay, let's double check this is working by printing something. It is not. Okay, so there's a problem. If is action. Did we connect it is the question. Let's connect it in here. Do that. One more time. Let's try again. Okay, what's going on here? Attempt to add child. Ah, that's why. Okay. We will go back to our plot of dirt, go here, and we'll just add it. We're not gonna add it anywhere else. All right, it has been added. However, you just can't see it. If we go into our remote, go to plant, dirt, there it is. It's on plant. So what's happening is it's behind everything. So what we're gonna want to do is go into our world, and what we're gonna do is duplicate this. And this will say, we'll rename this one to dirt. And then I'll rename this one to plants or seeds. And then in our dirt, I'm going to get node seeds. I'm going to add the seeds in there. There we go. And I'm going to delete this dirt. And now when I try one more time, it has crashed for some reason. Try one more time. All right, what's going on here? Something's going on. Keeps crashing on me. Let's try closing that. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Is it the load? Is that what's going on? Pass for now. Play. Okay, there we go. So now I can only add one seed at a time on top of this plot. So last thing I'm going to do for our plot of dirt is the position. We're not going to add it on top of our mouse anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to center it in the middle. So this is very simple. I'm going to do .self.position. So that should just center it. And we might want to play around with it one more time, just make sure. Yeah, so it'll always add it on top there. I don't want that. I'm going to go to our sprite here, and I'm actually going to lower it a little bit by doing it like that. So now it'll add it a little lower, and you can kind of play around with it and decide where to put it. But for now, it works. Next thing we're going to do is in our script, in our game, I've changed our plot to something a bit different. So it was currently a dictionary. We're going to delete this. And what we're going to have is we're going to have dictionaries inside of an array, because you cannot add to a dictionary, but you can add to an array. So you can add a dictionary to an array. So what this means is we'll have an array. So we'll have this array with a dictionary, and then what this allows us to do is we can call this array and say plus equals dictionary, right? We add another one. And so each of these dictionaries will be a plant, a seed, right? So we're going to delete this and go back up here and make this an array. So now we have an array called plot inside with a bunch of dictionaries. And so we have to delete these, unfortunately. Hopefully this should work. There we go. And now each one of these refers to 0 and 1, right? However, now this allows us to add to it. So let's go back to our save and load. Let's save and load this. And I'm going to print game.plot. So now I have this plot, and I'm going to test this by adding to it. So I have to do this after I load. So game.plot plus equals an array, or no, sorry, not an array. We're going to add a dictionary, and inside this dictionary, it's going to be the same stuff. It'll be seed, just copy paste it. So we'll take this, back to the main menu, copy that. All right, one more time. What's happening here? Add array inside dictionary. Invalid array and dictionary and plus equals. What is happening? Okay, let's add one more. Let's try this. Ah, I see. Let's try this. This should work. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Okay, now let's copy paste that, see if that works. Awesome, there we go. Sorry. So we have to make the dictionary inside the array when we add it. So we have the array, and then we have the dictionary inside of it that we're going to add. So initially we have only two. We have a seed time, and we added a third one right there. So now every time I add a seed, I'm able to add to our dictionary of plot, right? So we'll kind of work with that next video, but that kind of sets it up for us to do properly. So that way we can save the plot of land that we have here. So our goal is to essentially save the state of it and then load it later on. So it grows really fast right now, but we'll slow it down next video and then save it and load it, etc. So I hope you guys learned something in this video. I will see you guys next time. Like and subscribe as always, and I will see you guys later.